Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Quadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, those who are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities. All right, so let's get into it. So this here, it's a kind of a special video. It's just a little spiritual review of a movie that I watched on YouTube. I'll try to put a link on the description pertaining to the New World Order, and it says the title of the movie is The New World Order: The End Has Come. It was a movie made in 2016. So so the purpose, the reason why I'm recommending this movie is basically because not because of they're going off, they go off on certain things, but really the scenario, the atmosphere, the of what the elect are gonna have to go through in the days to come, it's really on point. All right, so that being said, yeah, the name of the movie is the New World Order: The End Has Come. The end has come. All right, so it goes about it's the story of two girls, and it goes through the life of two girls, let's say in their teens, their early 20s, and just how the new world order has been established, and now they're going through it, man. Now they're faced with a choice. Are they gonna partake? Are they gonna take the mark of the beast, or are they gonna die? Are they gonna lose their life to gain their life? All right. So just to start here, so the movie really goes on into depth. And like I said, it's not really about the story, but really about the scenario, the events that are gonna occur in the time to come. That is gonna happen to most of us, man. The family turning their backs on you. You might end up losing your job, having to be pilgrims on the earth. All these sorts of things there. All these sorts of things happening unto us. But even unto the end, we have to keep our faith, so we may obtain the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, so that we may be found worthy. All right. So it says here, I'll start with Revelation 13 and 15. And he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause all that as many as would not worship the beast should be killed. And that's what happened. A lot of people were so the beginning of the movie starts with people in the truck tied up, man. People in the truck tied up, and then guys armed, let's say military. The military is there bringing them to a place where they have to bow down, where they have to accept whether to take the chip, or to die. Because these people, some guy pulled up, the chief pulled up and said, you guys are all been found guilty of treason. Right? So the only way that you're gonna leave this place alive is if you take the chip, if you take the mark of the beast. That's the only way you're gonna leave this place alive, or else you're gonna die. All right? So that's how the movie starts. Right? And then it goes back into before the New World Order established. So let me finish this. Verse 16, Revelation 13 and 16. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their head. They receive a mark on their right hand, or on their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, and the number of his name. So that's being ostracized from the society, being pushed out of society. If you can't buy, you can't sell, you can't feed yourself, you can't pay rent, you can't do things that you need to do in regular life. Your whole lifestyle is gonna be you're gonna be shut out of society if you don't take that chip. And that's what at one point they told you in the movie. At one point in the news, the newscasters were saying now the mark is mandatory. Whoever doesn't have the mark, you can't buy or sell, you can't eat, you can't buy or sell, you can't do nothing. And that's one thing too. Even the family, even the family member, the father of Demi, he pulled up and he's like, yo, you have to. What are you gonna do? You won't be able to buy or sell. You won't be able to do anything. So let's go into it. It says here. So basically, the father was a sellout, because he was saying, yo, we obey the government. We always obey the government. The government's not worried about us. The government's worried about them that don't keep the law. So he's basically pushing his family. He's putting his family under the vibration to take the mark of the beast. But Demi, she knew, man. She's like, yo, the father, you got, I'm never gonna take the mark of the beast. I'm never gonna take it. All right. So let's go into Revelation uh 2:10. And it says here, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. So basically, how I said, the movie began with people locked up, with people chained up, in the back of a truck, and then they were brought into, let's say, they were brought into a factory. They were brought somewhere. They were brought somewhere, and then the guy, the chief, told them, yo, you guys have been guilty of treason. If you don't take the mark of the beast now, this is your last chance. If you don't take this, you'll die. You're not leaving this unless you're not leaving this place alive unless you have the mark of the beast. All right. And again, this is when it says devil, it says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into hell. Some of you into prison. That's speaking about that speaks about a man. When you bring it back to Isaiah 14, I believe, it says, "How, O thou Lucifer?" That Lucifer only means light bearer. That's the meaning of Lucifer. And who has the light at this point? We know that Yahweh Shai is the ultimate light, but Lucifer is the light bearer at this point, because he has the earth was given unto him. So he's being portrayed as the one that has he's the one that's being portrayed as the one that has the answers. He's the one that people look to for salvation. You see? So it says here, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life. So that's ultimately what happened. These people were given a choice. You either take the mark of the beast, or you die. Okay? But what does it say in Revelation 2:10? Be faithful unto death. Okay? So that's one mindset that you have to think about. Some of us might end up dying for this ministry, might die for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, so that we may keep our integrity in the time of tribulation. The Lord said that He will keep us from the hour of the. He will keep us. He's gonna protect us. You see, as it says in Revelation. Give me a second. Uh, Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man may take your crown. So even unto death, you're supposed to be able to put your life down for this ministry. And that's something that you have to think about before you become a part of the body, because it would be a shame to turn your back just because at the last second everything that you've done is going to be null and void, because at the end, when you're faced with that choice, you took the chip. You rather save your life than to die for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. So at one point the movie goes back in time, because Isa thinks that he's the Mosai, declaring the end before the beginning. So basically, at one point there was peace and safety. The people weren't worried. The people that were worried, so like the people weren't worried about the new world order. They weren't worried about the mark of the beast. They weren't worried about Yahushua coming back, about the end. All right. But it says here in 1 Thessalonians 5:1, but of that time and season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for ye yourselves know, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Right? So in the movie, Demi and Kristen's boyfriends, they knew that something was about to happen. They were prepared. They were ready. Right? They were ready to they set up a camp. They set up a place that they could go off grid. They were living off grid. You see, they were ready. For that time. They knew the times. They knew the times and the season that they were in. Right. But the girls, the girls and the rest of the world, they were completely blinded. They weren't worried about it. They were reading the scriptures, but they were putting it into perspective. They were paying attention to the signs and times. Okay. So it says here in Luke 21 and 33, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Heaven and earth, meaning this rulership. You see, the rulership of the wicked is going to pass away, because you know that the earth is gonna be it has been created forever. The earth is never gonna be destroyed. The Lord said that the world is there to be established forever. Okay, so it says here in Luke 21 and 34, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your heart be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this world, so that they come upon you unaware. For a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the earth, that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So basically, we're supposed to pay attention to what's happening, watch the news, and correlate it to the scriptures. Pay attention to the signs and times. You see, the Lord tells us in Second Ezra, measure thou the time diligently. And how do you do that? It's through the scriptures. You filter everything through the scriptures. You know, wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places. The love of many shall wax cold, and we're seeing all these things happening. So that's how we know that each and every day we're getting closer and closer to the second coming of Yahushua. All right. So it says here in Second Ezra 14 and 13. Now therefore set thine house in order. That means prepare yourself. Set things in order. You know how they say when you're about to die, they say, the doctor is gonna tell you, get your things in order, prepare yourself. Make a will, make a testimony. Prepare yourself because you're about to die. But in this sense, we're supposed to set our house in order. Our whole affair has to be in order because we know that Yahushua is coming back. And first of all, our body is a house. You see, our body is an abode. Okay, for the Holy Spirit. So we're supposed to first off look inside us and to change, to become a new creature in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Okay, we're supposed to be a new creature. We're supposed to set ourselves in order because we can't be you can't be you can't be immersed with the world when Yahweh comes back, or else you're gonna be destroyed with the world. You see, it says here, comfort such as them that as be in trouble, and renounce corruption. That's what I mean. You have to become a new creature. You can't be walking in the lust of the flesh or in the lust of the lust of the world, right? You can't be walking as a heathen, knowing this truth. You have to change and become a new creature. You have to become clean. Seek. The Lord said, "Be ye holy as I am holy. Be ye separate by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments." Okay. It says here, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burden of man, put off now the weak nature. You're supposed to gird yourself like a man. You're gonna see things crazy. You're gonna see people turn their backs on you. You're gonna lose things. You're gonna be able. Just gonna that time is gonna be crazy, man. You have to mentally be prepared to. You have to be detached. So whatever happens if anything that you lose, you shouldn't even care at this point. If you lose something, if you lose people in your life, you should be able to not even look back and keep moving. Remember Lot's wife. Lot's wife turned back and she was turned into a pillar of salt. But Lot did not turn back for her. Lot kept on moving. He kept on stepping. All right. So that's the mentality that we're supposed to have. All right. So it says here, we're supposed to gird ourselves like men. Okay. So it says here, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. The pandemic, the economy crashing, the economy fluctuating. The gas prices going up and down. All these things. The shortage of food. The famine is coming. All these sorts of things. Greater evil than these. Greater evil than what we've seen is about to happen. So this is nothing, man. This is really like a sneeze, man. But the hell is not yet come, man. It tells us that in Daniel 12 and 1 is going to be a time of sorrow, a time that has never been seen since the creation of the earth, man. Since mankind was on the earth. So we need to prepare ourselves mentally, man. We have to be ready for the times to come, man. We're coming in a time where friend is going to become foe. Okay? Where friend is going to become foe. Where family is going to become foe. Everyone is going to be against those that fear Yahweh Hashem Rashai. Everyone that doesn't bow down to the system is going to be an enemy. It's like anyone that that takes the chip and that bows down to the system is going to be an enemy to the elect. Okay. So it says here again pertaining to division. It says here in Luke 12 and 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth? I tell you nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be five in one house divided, three against two, and two against three. So in one house. So in your house, your wife, your children, you know, some might be with you, others might be against you. So like your mom, your dad, your siblings, so like they might be against you, man. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father. The mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother. The mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. There's gonna be divisions. Just like I said, like I mentioned before, Demi was not down with taking the mark of the beast, but her father and her mom, they took it, and they were pressuring her into taking it, even to the point where at one point they called the government. They snitched. They said, "Yeah, my daughter is not taking the mark of the beast. Come get her. She's an enemy." You know. So it says here in Mark 13 and 12. Now the brother shall betray the brother to death, and the father the son, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and shall cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. So you got to endure all these things, man. All this tribulation that comes upon you, man, because we know that Yahweh Hashem Yahshua at the end of the day, he's gonna give us a crown of life, unto those that keep their integrity and that don't turn their back on him. You see, if you don't turn your back on Yahweh Shai, he's not gonna turn his back on you. But you have to do it even unto death. And we know that some of us are gonna have to die for this truth, man. But regardless, if you die for this truth, yeah, it's a win-win situation. If you keep your integrity until the end, you see Yahweh Shai coming back with his army to deliver us. If you die, you're already in the spirit realm. You're at ease, and you'll know that you have a crown set up for you, man. You see. So again, pertaining to the persecution, it says here in 2nd Ezra 16 and 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection. There shall be They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. You see, they're gonna be they're gonna target those that don't take the chip. As I read before in Revelation 13 and 15, they he caused it all that do not worship the beast to be put to death. So all these other people that already took it, they're gonna be a part of the system. They're gonna snitch on you. The army's gonna be looking for you. These people, Esau Edom's gonna look to kill you, man. So he's gonna give you, like I said, he's gonna give you a choice. Either you bow down to the system or you get killed. So you have to already put that in your mind. Which side am I on? The brothers been telling me, the elders been saying, it's important to envision, to visualize those scenarios, because they are going to come. You have to already put it in your mind that no, I am not going to bow down. I am not going to partake in this wicked system. I'm gonna lose my life for Yahweh Hashem Yahshua if push comes to shove. All right. So it says here in 2nd Ezra 16 and 40, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready so that I can make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrim upon the earth." So be in a mindset that I might have to move from one place to another. I might not be able to sleep comfortably in my bed during Jacob's trouble. I might have to. The army might pull up on my house, and I might have to with the clothes that I have on and the shoes that I have on. I might have to jump out the window and flee. It might be winter time. I barely have time to grab a jacket. You have to be able to think like this, man, because we're gonna be on the run, man. And that's exactly what happened when the parents snitched on Demi. You see, when the parents snitched on Demi, she had to she just had to she had to run. She grabbed her car keys. She fled because the army was chasing after her. She ran. She went to go pick up her friends, and now they went off the grid. They went to go link up with the other ones. You see. But again, it says here and this is pertaining to people that you can't pertaining to trust, right? So you can't really, in that time, you won't be able to put your trust in anyone. Okay. Oh, this guy in the world, he was a nice guy. But yo, this guy has the chip now, so like I said, you're gonna be an enemy unto him, and if you don't have the chip, you're an enemy to anyone that has it, right? It says here in Micah 7:10, Micah 7:5, trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lie in thy bosom. So um, your wife might be in the way, your friends might be in the way, even your family. You see, it's like yeah. So even your enemies might get in the way, man. You see, they might get in the way of the truth, and they might, and if they take the chip, you think they're with you. They have the chip. You think they're with you. Yeah, come here, man. I took the chip, but I have a room. I have a room. I can give you a room so you can spend the night. You go there, you spend the night. You wake up, and the army is in front of you, man. You have nowhere to escape, and your friends have sold you out. As I read before, friends shall betray friends. You see, brethren shall betray brethren. Okay, the love of many shall wax cold, man. So in that time, you can't really trust anyone, man. You see, except the hopeful elect, except those that have that fear Yahweh Bashim Yahshua in truth and sincerity, man. Those are the ones that you can trust. This is your real family until the end, man. See, those that don't fear man, but rather they fear the Most High. That have integrity, man. And this is a small number, man. It's really a small number because when you think about it, the 144, the hopeful elect, is a small number compared to the rest of the world. All right, so that's why you have to be mindful of who you allow in your surroundings. All right, because even Yahweh Shai said, did I not choose you 12 and one of you is a snake? Yahweh Shai knew who was the snake. Yahweh Shai knew that Judas, even if Judah was in the truth, he knew that he was going to betray him. So at the end of the day, you can't put your trust in people, man. You can only put your trust in those that fear the Lord and in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's it, man. So it says here in 1 John 4:1, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of the Most High. And how do you do that? It's by the scriptures. If a man speak not according to this law, according to the word, according to the law and testimonies, uh, this man has no light in him. Right? So you need to test the spirit by the spirit. So if this person doesn't have the proper doctrine, man, this, in the end, you should probably stay away from that brother, man. If that brother does not have the right doctrine, if he's speaking all sorts of madness, you shouldn't be too close to that guy, man, because he's gonna cause you to fall, man. He's gonna be a liability, man. At the end of the day, the hopeful elect are gonna speak the same thing. They're all gonna speak the same thing. If you speak to me and you speak to the next brother, and you speak to the next brother, we all have the same answers regarding the same question, right? Or we might say it differently, but it's all gonna come down to the same thing, right? So at the end of the day, you can't believe everyone and you can't trust anyone, man. Only those that are in the truth. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. False prophets meaning they might look like they have some type of light, but it's not that light. It's not the truth, man. Because there's only one truth. This guy might seem like, oh, this guy seems like he's all right, but he doesn't believe in Yahweh Shai. Yo, okay, man. Yo, you go keep walking your way, and I'm gonna walk my way, man. And good seeing you, good meeting you, but yo, do your thing, and I'm gonna do my thing. You see? So it says here, because the most important thing is to endure unto the end. It says here in Matthew 12:24, and because iniquity shall abound, Salakia. No, but that one is good too. Okay, I got the wrong precept. It says here in Matthew 24. It says here in Matthew 24. I'll read that one too. Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You see, and you don't want these people around you if their love is cold. And what is love? Love is the keeping of the law, statutes, and commandments. You see, love is the keeping of the commandments. So so would you want to have someone that doesn't have the law, statutes, and commandments in them? You see, rather to select it, man. I just had a. This is a deja vu. This is a deja vu moment right now, man. You see, select it. So it says here, Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So you don't want to be around people that their love is wax cold. Meaning they don't fear the Most High. They don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? So that person was gonna betray you. This person has no integrity. That's not someone that you want to walk around with, man. It tells you walk not with those that are quick to shed blood. That is nothing for them to shed blood. Roughly paraphrasing, that person, man, is nothing for him to turn around, take the market of beast, and to kill you, man. You see, to set you up to get you killed. You see, like that guy, Cyrus. So like a Cyrus in the Matrix, Cyrus or Cyprus, whatever they call his name. That guy was a sellout, man. He was still basically having a conversation with the agent. He's like, yo, I know this is not a steak, but in my mouth it feels juicy. It feels good, man. I don't like the hell. I don't like to go through tribulation. As it says, those that are in the truth, prepare thy soul for temptation. I don't like temptation. That's what the guy was basically saying. Cyrus in the Matrix, in the first Matrix. He's telling them, he was telling the Agent Smith, he was telling him, I don't like this, man. I don't like the fact that I know the truth, basically. So I want you to put me back in the world, and put me back in the world, and I want to be rich. I want to do this. I want to do that. So he was seeking the lust of the world. He wanted to be a friend of the world, man. He didn't want to go to the suffering, so he can be free, so he can be with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. He wanted to be in the world, and he wanted to sell out, basically, man. And that's what he did, and that's what a lot of people are gonna do. Okay. But that's the precept that I wanted to bring out. Verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you have to endure unto the end. It's not halfway. It's not at the finish line. Before you cross the finish line, you stop, and you look back. No, man. You have to cross that finish line. You have to endure unto the end. All right. So it says here, I read Revelation 3 and 10 again. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay. So it says here in Proverbs 24 and 10, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. So that strength goes into your faith. If you faint in the time of adversity, in the time of tribulations, because you are weak in the faith. And that's why in this time now, we have to pray unto Yahweh Hashem Yahshua to strengthen us in this truth, to strengthen us in our faith, man, to give us a stronger faith, so that we may not faint, that we may not fold in the time of destruction, in the time of hell, man, in Jacob's trouble. All right. So again, these people, Demi, and it's funny now. I'm thinking about it. Demi sounds like demon, you see, and demon, because why? At the end of the day, she folded. The whole movie, you would think that she's the one that's never going to bow down. She told her parents no, I won't bow down. She even ended up killing someone, not to take the chip. You see, she killed someone, you know, and then even at the end, where they in that building, and people are folding. She tells her friend, Kristen, you see, Christian, that Demi demon, you see. So basically, Demi is telling her, yo, we can't take the chip, we can't fold, because if we take the chip, if we take the mark of the beast, we're gonna lose everything. We're gonna lose everything, even our souls. That's what she said, man. She looked like she was firm, man. You thought that she would be the one that's gonna last, that was gonna endure until the end. So that she gets called, and then she goes in the room. She moves to another room, and then Christian ended up crying, losing faith because her friend was taken away. But then, if you realize in the movie, there's a guy always following her around, and to the spirits, it was an angel. It says here in Psalms 34 and 7, the angels of the Lord encamped round about them that fear him and delivered them. So the Lord, we all have angels around us, either demons or angels, you see. But the angels of the Lord kept round about them that fear the Lord. So if you fear the Lord, you got angels around you. You got friends in higher places, right? So throughout the whole movie, Kristen was being followed by an angel, and every time she was feeling down or anything, the angel was there to tell her, yo, everything will be all right. You will, everything will be all right. You'll survive. You got this. Even at the end, when Demi left, the angel was there to reassure her. She ended up praying. She was like, yo, Lord, give me the strength to overcome this situation. Give me the strength to even lose my life for this truth. And the angel was right there and told her everything will be all right. And she looked back and the angel wasn't there anymore. You see? That's how you know that that guy was an angel. You see. So it says here, and at the end of the day, she Demi ended up taking the chip. And like I said, she ended up taking the mark of the beast. You know, and you would think that, like I said, the way she was moving the whole movie, you thought that she would be the one to stand her ground until the end. You thought she would be the one to lose her life first, man. But it said, and you thought Kristen was gonna be the one to take it. But you see, the roles were reversed, because at one point they met again right before Kristen was brought into the room to make the final decision. She sees Demi, the demon. You see, she sees Demi, and Demi took the mark. And she said, "Yeah, I thought about it. I didn't want to die." That's what she said at the end of the day. And what does this Yahushua say? He that loses his life for my name's sake shall find it, but he that finds his life shall lose it. Roughly paraphrasing, he that finds his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life shall find for my name's sake shall find it. So Demi, at the end of the day, the demon hopped on her, and she lost all her integrity, man. She saw the guillotine and said, "You know what? Fuck it. Let me take that chip and let me live another day, man. Let me see another day." All right. But so it says here in Second Peter 2:21, for it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, then after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and to sow that was so like and to sow that was washed to her, wallowing in the mire. Okay. So basically, she turned back into the world. She forsook all her integrity. She and she went back into the world. And she was even trying to convince Kristen to do the same. But Kristen kept the faith. She even prayed. The angel was with her. You see, and she said, "No, man, I'm not gonna take the chip. Yo, you messed up. I'd rather die than to take the chip." And those are the words that she told him like a couple minutes before. Demon told Kristen that she would rather die than to take the chip. And then later on, they see each other again. She took the chip, and she's trying to convince Kristen to not take it. You see? So it says here in so at the end of the day, Demi made her choice, and Kristen decided to die. It says here in Revelation 20:4, and I saw the throne of them, and I saw the throne, and they that sat upon them, and the judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushai, and for the word of Yahweh, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received a mark upon their forehead or in their hand. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. So she saw the end result of going through that death. She saw that she would Kristen saw that she would receive eternal life if she would forsake her own life for the name of Yahweh Hashem El Shai. You see? But Demon decided not to. Demon went the opposite. She turned left. And that's why I said before, it's important not to put your trust in people, man. Those that do not fear Yahweh Hashem El Shai, man. Those that are not in the truth, you should stay away from these people, man. Because they're going to be a liability in those days, man. You see? So that being said, man, the scenarios, as I want to say this, the breakdowns, they got a couple breakdowns that are off, because they're Christians. They don't really know much about the scripture. They don't really know the scriptures. But the only thing that I'm gonna say is that the scenarios, the scenes that are happening, they're pretty much accurate of what's going to happen in the times to come. As I said before, the family betraying you, friends and families, not being able to buy and sell, being persecuted, having to be pilgrims on the earth. And those are things that you have to put in mind. Those are things that might happen unto us. So prepare yourself, get ready mentally, get ready spiritually, because the times that we're going into is going to be very difficult times, such as never has been on the earth, man. And we're going to be enemy number one. All right, to these people, to the heathens, we're going to be enemy number one, and they're going to seek to kill us. But even if we get caught, it is important that we lay our life down for the truth, and the Lord shall fight for us. As it says, strive for the truth, and the Lord strive for the truth even unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. So regardless if you lose your life, you're gonna gain it. Right? As I read before, as I read before, it says here, those that were beheaded for the name of Yahweh Hashem Rashai, at the end of the day, they reigned with the Lord. As it is written, let it be so, man. Right? So Lord willing, this was edifying. The name of the movie was the New World Order. The end has come. Right? Made in 2013. If you got time, watch it. It's a good watch. It's funny because they're going off. They're going off, but the scenarios and the things that are happening in the movie is pretty accurate. So if you got time, watch it. So that being said, I like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, those that are keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. Until next time, I hope this lesson was edifying. Shalom, shalom, shalom. DTL Baba Ba, Kwam Yashala. Shalom. Until next lesson, shalom.